Well, all right, y'all. All across the USC, Compton, Watts, Bay to LA, Pomona, California, from valley to valley, we represent that killer Cali. So if you keeping it real on your side of your town, you tune in to Gangster Chronicles. Ew.
Gangster Chronicles, we gon' tell you how it goes.
If I lie, my nose will grow like Pinocchio. We gon' tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Ew.
Gangster Chronicles, this is not your average show.
You're now tuned into the real MC Eiht, Big James, and Big Steele.
This is strictly from the streets.
Hello.
We represent the James.
You brought up a valid point, man. You know, you're talking about intellectual property now, how people go out and make these T-shirts of these artists and stuff, and they selling stuff like, you know, rest in peace Nipsey. When you saw Nipsey pass away, you saw all kind of T-shirts and stuff, you know, and it makes you wonder, because even though I know he had his own brand, it makes you kind of wonder how many people was out there selling T-shirts and trying to come up, because right now, people doing bad out there. They cut off that unemployment, the extra unemployment cats was getting, so cats is on every type of scheme and scam they can get on.
The cats is back out, man. The streets is on fire right now with, you know, the money is gone and niggas is in an unrest. You know, shit, James, I've been hearing the city been on fire for the last couple of days.
Hey, they at war. They at it.
Man, I bet people been calling me every day like, stay the fuck out of Compton, man. Do not come to Compton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And then you got to think, man, with all of this shit going on, well, we got a new president now. We're watching them motherfuckers storm the Capitol and all of this other shit. You know, we would think, I never say they would think, but we would think that we got to change our motherfucking way because of the situation that's going on today, of how shit is being planned out, how these people storming the Capitol and getting away with this shit, and they going to jail. But if that was us, man, it'll be a whole bunch of dead bodies around this motherfucking, and it's justified. You kind of feel what I'm saying? We just we got to stop blaming everybody for our shit, man, and stop it. That shit that's happening in Compton right now, that shit don't have to go. The shit that's happening in LA, that 100-day shit, you know, that don't have to be. Stop killing each other. And we just ain't gonna get it. We ain't gonna get it.
It's unfortunate that we not getting it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the Capitol shit was some shit that was like unbelievable, because like you said, that shit wouldn't have happened as far as the race is concerned. Us as minorities would have probably never been able to cross the street in that type of situation. But different strokes, different folks. But just taking from that and seeing that situation is crazy that, you know, is the city and LA and what are we getting with the gang and with the banging and the killings and all that's been going around, the civil unrest that's been going on in the community. But like I said, people don't understand when we try to tell them the shit was there way before we got there, and the shit gonna be happening way before after we leave, because it's just the nature of the beast, you know, so to speak. I don't know of what we can do to calm the situations. Like you said, it's a lot of youngsters and shit, a lot of young homies, young niggas out there that's going crazy and not thinking about what's going on. As you said, as today we inaugurated a new president and we got rid of Donald Trump, and what people has been saying has been pulling the country down as far as what's been going on the last 4 years. And, you know, that's in a difference of opinions, you know, because some people would say that shit, he was great for the country, but we as black people, you know, and niggas in the neighborhoods, like I tell people, a lot of that shit don't reach the home base. And especially when we got these youngsters who don't see no end to this banging shit. And now it's back on with the beefing with the other hoods, and we gonna click up and go after that hood. And now we gonna put this, you know, 100 niggas in 100 nights type of shit out. You know, we got to deal with that as motherfuckers who grew up in the hood. And people in Washington, D.C. who make the laws and the rules and all this shit, they don't see the unrest that's happening in the inner cities right there. That's why I tell a lot of people a lot of time, you know, shit goes on right here up on the motherfuckers' noses that you don't see.
No, I think they see the shit. And what I was saying about it, I kind of got to give Donald Trump his props. And the only reason why I give it to him is because this man made it so easy for white supremacy and all of this, all of these different racial groups that came out and showing themselves. You got police officers, you got military officers, you got doctors, fire department, you got everybody out there, all of these white people out there. Now, to see the police out there engaging in the shit, what that tell you what we have in our neighborhood? You know what I'm saying? Some
Yeah, exactly.
racist motherfuckers, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't see that shit. It's plain as day on TV, on television. We see these people out here that hold these jobs that's sworn to protect us. They don't even give a fuck about the president. You know what
They
I'm
don't
saying?
give a damn.
But this is what we up against, and we got to see what we up against in order to get better, move forward, or whatever we have to do. Common sense tell us, man, we got to change. It ain't up to no goddamn president or whomever. Donald Trump brought the light out so we can see. He took the wool from over our eyes so we can see. Yeah, I got everybody, politicians, the whole nine, that are racist, for real racist, that don't like you, don't like your skin tone, and they govern us. Everything, the odds are against us already, man, and you have to look at it and see. Ever since we talked to I forgot her name,
Tesla.
Tesla. Every
Right.
since I talked to her, man, I have been enlightened, and I have been watching CNN every day.
You have
Every
to.
day. Huh?
You have to, man. It's so many of us, you know, James, our people, man, we really need to change a lot. And we all like to be entertained, man, but we have to watch the news to know what's going on. We can't be worried about, but we rather sit up and worry about what's going on in so-and-so's relationship, who fucking who and who doing this and who doing that, instead of seeing what's going on in the world, and we wonder why we behind in so many things. And one thing I saw about those white folks, when they get together, they band together. They don't care about their personal beliefs or any beefs they may have. They put all that to the side, and they just ride for a cause.
Well, I mean, they riding for a lie, but regardless of, they showed their true colors. And for them to come out and be just as clear as day, this is us, this is our country, and was willing to go up in there and the shit they was talking, hang Mike Pence, the Pelosi chick, I mean, they wasn't bullshitting.
Oh no, they was on the motherfucker's ass. They was ready.
They was on it. And they was ready. Military people up in there. And you know, just the way they was moving and how they was getting down. Then they have the officers that work in that motherfucker, allow them to walk through them. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it just shows you what the world is capable of. And for us to be sitting out here killing each other over some dumbass shit, over some dumbass shit. And I try to tell these niggas this. When you get on Facebook, that social media shit, and you're flagging and putting your money to your ear and showing your cars and all of this other bullshit, you opening the door for a hungry motherfucker that ain't got no hustle already. All he do is jack. And they gonna come after your ass because they know where you at. You're telling people where you at all the time. You got to get off of that shit and just do you. These dudes ain't understanding that shit, and they getting killed for money, man. For money, because the next nigga want to come up and don't want to get off his ass and go work. And I can honestly say that because I was one of them motherfuckers. And niggas need to understand that shit ain't gonna last forever. You feel me? That shit ain't finna last forever. That money don't last forever. You might get this and get that and spend your money. That whip you just bought, when the motherfucker break down and all it needed was an oil chain at first, you ain't even got money to fix the motherfucker. So you got to go jack another motherfucker. You feel me? So because we reckless with the money, because it came free, you're going to spend it free. And then if you working and getting that paper, that check, and I'm not gonna splurge my shit. I got to do this. I got to do that. You learn how to respect your money if you work for it.
Yeah, well,
Damn
that's
right.
the thing, and you made a key point. If you work for it, like the thing is, it's almost like when you first get a sack. If you stole that sack from somebody, you go do whatever you do, get your money, you spend it as soon as you get it. You hit the swap meet, buy some new shoes, some cross cords, this and that, whatever, right? That money gone. But when you go and invest in you a sack and you stand out there on that corner, you get your money, you a little bit more tighter with it.
Right.
You're a lot more tighter with it, So yeah, and that's the thing, especially when you an individual that got to get up early in the morning, you going to work for 8 to 10 hours every day, you're doing overtime just to make it. You're gonna be a little bit tight with that change.
Yeah.
Because you knew what you had to go through to go get it, so you value it a little bit more. You know what, man? Kind of to change the subject, man. I wanted to see what y'all thought of something, right? Trump had pardoned, he pardoned Harry O. Good thing Harry O is home. And he pardoned, man, shout out to the homie Cato. They let his brother out, man. His brother was doing 8 years, man, for 6 pounds of weed. Ain't that
He
crazy?
should have got out.
Yeah, but you know what I don't understand, man? With almost all of the country being legalized now, and I know we touched on this before, they still sending people to jail. Like you would think they're not sending people to jail like that no more, but they still are.
Man, shit.
But
in certain states, you go to them battleground states, you go to them Indianas, them Ohio's, them motherfucking, them Georgias or whatever, they lock you up, man, for that marijuana. They not playing with they shit. They still trying to class that shit high felony rate, take your ass to prison for 10 years for a bag of weed.
Is it still a Schedule 1 drug?
I don't know if they changed it. Shit, because it's still federal fucked up. You get me? Shit. I mean, the states have gone fuck it. You got your right paperwork. You got this, man. Open your dispensary, get it good. But still, a Fed could still come down on you. That's what niggas are still trying to fight right now. You know what I'm saying? And what's the purpose of giving niggas all day in life and shit for half of the country done already legalized? You know what I'm saying? In a state. So,
hey, what's his name that we did the show on at his dispensary? He's a
boy
prime
Virgil.
example of that.
Yeah, my boy Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil is a prime example of that. So
exactly.
If they want you, they don't give a fuck what it is or how it is. They're gonna get you, and they're gonna flip the law against you to put you in prison. So I mean, even with all your credentials, they found a way to put him in prison. Feel me? Which they knew it was wrong as a motherfucker. But man, the shit is crazy. I'm glad Harry O is getting out. I don't know of Kodak Black. I don't even know what he went to jail for.
They said he pardoned Wayne, he pardoned Harry O, he pardoned Kodak Black. It was a couple of I guess it was a couple of people on that list that was waiting to see if they was going to be able to ride out of there. I know them three has been the main focus of the conversation of being pardoned. So I guess that's a good thing. Like you said, in some sense, it maybe it's like a try to reach the people one last time, because motherfuckers say he gonna try to come back, or he gonna have him a Trump clone in the White House, or they gonna try to take back over the House in 2022 or whatever it is. So that's one of them last hoorahs a motherfucker do, to try to get on the motherfucker good side. You know what I'm saying? So you remember this.
Well, I'll tell you, it definitely was a twist, because I'm gonna pull this guy's name up. Trump had an agenda, man, and the thing is, if he let a few rappers out, he let Harry O out, Wayne and them, but he also let his boy Bannon out, the guy that stole all that money.
Well, Bannon stole $25 million.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got found, he got convicted of that shit. That motherfucker was a straight crook. So was Harry on them a smoke screen? Okay, I'm gonna let them out, so I'm gonna let him out. No, it ain't no smoke screen. He knew exactly what he was gonna do. Everybody that went to jail up under his administration, he pardoned them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Go on and take that lick. I'm gonna pardon you at the end of the day. Go
exactly.
on and take the lick. Keep my name out your mouth. and I got you, but you got to sit down for a year.
You got to sit down for yeah. You go sit down for a year. I got you. I got a check
Gangster
for you.
shit.
I got a check for you when you get out. I'm gonna make sure before I get out of office, I'm gonna make sure you pardon my nigga. So
Gangster
don't even
shit.
trip. Keep my name, like you said, keep my name out your mouth. Go do that little time. And motherfucker, I got motherfucker service package for you when you get out. Don't even trip. Like a nigga kick his homie down when he get out, nigga, with a sack and a new car and shit and some pussy. That's what he
That's
got
what he
for you.
did.
That's what he
Pretty
got
much.
for. Don't trip. Nigga, I got the
Tesla
whole setup.
said,
I'm not president no more, so I can get the whole setup. I'm gonna have a spot down in Florida. You come on down there when you get out, nigga. I got you hooked up. Don't trip.
the right kind of motherfuckers he want to fuck with. And Tesla said the motherfucker was a gangster, and I believe her.
Oh yeah,
He's a gangster.
he's most definitely a gangster because you talk about it, James. Now you know what they not talking about. The motherfucker took $25 million on some scheme shit, talking about building a wall, right? I don't know if he ever gave the money back, James.
I don't know. Get the money back.
Hell no, I'm
Yeah, that's
finna go
what I'm
sit
saying.
down. I ain't giving shit up when I gotta go sit down for a couple of years. So fuck that.
Because my whole thing is this: I don't know about y'all, and I don't have no urge to go to jail, but $25 million in 1 year seemed like a nice little trade-off.
That motherfucker said, man, please, what? I'm gonna do what? I ain't finna do but a couple of years. Then when
You
I
think
get out, I still got the money put up.
you think he took 25 million up under Trump and Trump didn't get a dime of it?
Oh, Trump got some of that bread. They chopped that up, James. It's like you telling me. It's like this, James, right? It's like you telling me, still, if this money play, we go get 25 million. I don't mind. I'll go do the year. That ain't shit for me. And we chop up some money.
Nigga, shit,
I get
please.
five.
Nigga,
I get a
go
cool.
sit down for a year, nigga. Then we gonna chop up this 25 million when you get out.
But
You
that
know,
money, look, that money was the money, the people that stormed the Capitol, that was their money. That was people giving money to build that wall. Just like Trump, when he used all of these people, basically a GoFundMe for his legal fees. He made all of that money. And he didn't, one thing about him, he didn't switch his tone. He kept it 100 and stayed 100 all the way to the end till he walked out. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't fucking with you. I ain't coming to shit. I don't want to see you. I don't even want to see you in the White House until I leave. And that's what he did. The niggas, the man is a gangster, man. And he
yeah, he is.
gangstered his shit and did his thing.
And he had he had his own send off, I heard.
Yeah,
I heard
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Shit, he like, I'm cool. Shit, I have my own send off. I don't need y'all to send me off. Shit, I was already a motherfucking business ass millionaire motherfucker. What you think? This
when you
That
think
dude
about
presidency,
is,
this presidency ain't paid me but a couple of dollars, man. You want to know all the money I done made on the backdoor deals and under table deals, man? Please, man.
well, from what I heard, he didn't. You got to remember, Trump didn't take a salary to be the president. Remember, he turned that down because the thing is, you got to remember, and he's about to make so much money now. Trump is about to put out a book and make millions of dollars on it. He's gonna do a movie. It's gonna be all kind of shit coming out on this guy. Watch what I tell you.
Man,
I can believe that. I
I'm
can
an
believe that.
entertain. I'm an entertainer, nigga. I know how to entertain. That's just what he say. I ain't no politician. I'm an entertainer. I know how to entertain and get that dollar. Watch.
But you
Well,
got to
I'm a
remember,
true business motherfucker. I'm gonna get up in here and make all these business contacts. So when I do get up out of here, I done set so much motherfucking shit up. I'm about to be making bread.
yeah, he about to make a whole bunch of loot, man. Because you know, you got to think about it like this: all the little side deals he don't cut with people. You know, it's some people on that list, man, that don't shot him some bread.
yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people. But, you know, he seemed to be a good businessman, but he not. He makes so many he make more bad deals than he
Oh, he
do
done made a
good.
gang of fucked up decisions.
Yeah.
Trump been losing money from ever. You know, back in the 70s, 80s, he was losing bread. But you know, he one of them motherfuckers that know how to cop something down and then run and get something else. You know what I'm saying? When you got the gift of gab and you're a shrewd business motherfucker, you go use another motherfucking money to come up. I don't even gotta touch my bread. I'm gonna have another nigga invest in some shit and then cut him out backdoor and do some other slick shit with the nigga that's doing the shit under the table right here. Them niggas, that's what he here for. I ain't here for no politicians and laws and rules. I'm here to make connections and make money.
You're a gangster.
Yeah, because he's filed for bankruptcy, man, multiple times and always been up.
Always. I'm talking about
Hey.
always. That's a motherfucker who done filed for bankruptcy 1 billion times, and you see a nigga still strutting like, nigga, I ain't lost a dime.
And
If you're a billionaire, a self-proclaimed billionaire, and your taxes only $1,500, you only pay $1,500 in taxes. You a bad motherfucker.
The bad motherfucker, like, I don't own shit. Like, I don't know what you talking about, nigga. I paid myself a salary, nigga. It was $1,500, nigga. That's it.
Right.
And you know what? And you know the coolest part about that shit, man. I can't do nothing but admire the shit, dog, because I'm trying to find that motherfucker he used. There was a whole bunch of people mad. I said, shit, I need his phone number.
No, I wouldn't fuck with him that way. At the end of the day, it caught up with him. Everything caught up with him. His last 2 months, and just still trying to be Trump, opposed to taking his wounds and taking his licks and just going and push. He had to stay who he was. And at the end of the day, it put him in a position where he's the worstest motherfucker on the planet, the worstest president on the planet at that.
Yeah, he got that title now. You get me?
Yeah.
He got the title being impeached twice. He got the title of just being a fucked up president. We done had some fucked up presidents, but he probably at the top of the list right now.
He is at the top of the list. He is at the top of the list. So I mean, hopefully shit'll get better. You ain't gonna know right away, but hopefully this shit get better. But us as a people, we need to pay attention to what's going on and how fucked up people are out here today and what they truly believe in. They truly believe that this is a country that they built on their own. And just like they tell us, why are we worried about slavery and we wouldn't hear? Hell, if you my age, you wouldn't hear during the slavery or the making of this country. So what make you think this your shit? You know what I'm saying? So, people just got to be aware of the shit that they say and be mad for a reason. Don't be mad because a man lost. You know what I'm saying? Trump should have stood up and been a man and said, I lost at the beginning. Mm-hmm. He had the same situation when he came in. The Russians fucked up the election and that's how he won. Now he using that same terminology and bringing it to say, this is what happened with Biden. You know what I'm saying? So, man, game is game, man. And if motherfuckers don't see that
shit is so funny. Like you said, people scream that, my country shit, and you see people going crazy. It's my country and it's our country and my country, and and in a difference of opinion and shit, because the minorities, we don't feel like we get the same luxuries or the same motherfucking leniency that, our Caucasian counterparts might get. But my thing is, motherfuckers yelling, this my country, because you go buy you a house, you pay you some taxes, and you feel like, I got rights and motherfucking shit, and I can do this and do that. Well, really, motherfuckers don't give a goddamn. Like, every motherfucker that step into office, you gotta really evaluate shit. If your motherfucking ass ain't in that upper tier bracket, you still a struggling motherfucker just like the rest of them.